The showroom buzzed with energy, sleek cars on display, polished floors, and eager salespeople chasing commissions. But everything paused when a confident black man in a tailored suit walked through the doors. Instead of a greeting, he received narrowed eyes. "Hey," barked the manager, blocking his path. "This ain't a place for browsing. Take it elsewhere." What the manager didn't know was simple, but career-ending. That man he just humiliated, he wasn't there to buy a car. He was there to inspect his business. Because 24 hours earlier, he had purchased the entire dealership, and he never forgot how this place once treated his family. Derek James, 38, was no ordinary man. From the streets of Detroit to boardrooms in Chicago, he built his empire brick by brick: real estate, logistics, tech, and now automotive. But this acquisition wasn't just business, it was personal. As a child, Derek watched his single mother cry in this dealership's parking lot, rejected for a used car she desperately needed for work. The salesman didn't even run her credit. They saw her skin color and made assumptions. Wait a second, and tell us where you're watching from in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Years later, with wealth and power under his belt, Derek circled back to that memory and that place. He had quietly bought Turner Auto World, the dealership that once turned its back on his family. But instead of announcing his ownership, he decided to walk in unannounced and observe the culture, meet the people, and feel the atmosphere. He didn't need fanfare, he needed truth. The truth came quickly in the form of Rick Carlson, the smug floor manager who took one look at him and assumed he didn't belong. Rick was the kind of manager who believed he knew people. To him, body language and clothes told the whole story. But truthfully, Rick's judgments were clouded, rooted in stereotypes and arrogance. When Derek entered, Rick barely glanced at him before launching his rehearsed dismissal. "No offense, man," Rick said, smirking, "but our cars start at $40,000. This isn't a window shopping mall." Derek replied calmly, "I'm not here to shop, I'm here to evaluate." Rick scoffed. "Evaluate what? The parking lot?" A few junior salespeople awkwardly watched the interaction. No one stepped in. Derek left without another word, taking mental notes and observing more than Rick realized. Customer service was transactional. Sales reps favored certain clients. Diversity? It was almost non-existent. Later that evening, an internal memo was sent to all staff. "Urgent meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mandatory attendance. New ownership announcement." Rick rolled his eyes. Probably some pencil pusher from corporate. He had no idea that the man he humiliated, Derek James, was changing the locks. The following day, the staff assembled in the showroom. Murmurs filled the room until a sleek black car pulled up out front. Derek stepped out, composed and commanding. Rick's face drained of color. "No way," he whispered. Derek took the mic, introduced himself as the new owner, and paused. Then he scanned the room and locked eyes with Rick. "Yesterday, I walked into this dealership to see how staff treated customers who didn't fit their assumptions. I was ignored, mocked, and told to leave." The room fell silent. "I believe in second chances, but not for those who consistently stand in the way of progress." He turned to HR. Effective immediately, Rick Carlson is relieved of his duties. Gasps followed. Rick tried to protest, but security was already escorting him out, just as he had tried to do to Derek the day before. Under Derek's leadership, the dealership changed overnight. Diversity training became mandatory. New hiring protocols were introduced to root out bias. Employees were promoted based on performance, not politics. And word spread. Customers returned. Reviews soared. Sales improved. But the most significant transformation? The culture. Derek didn't just fire a racist manager. He reshaped an entire environment. One day, a young black woman walked in nervously, asking if she could apply for a sales role. Derek personally welcomed her. "You're more than welcome here," he said, smiling. Later that day, Derek walked through the showroom, remembering his mother. He paused at the corner where she once stood humiliated years ago and whispered, "We made it, Mom." Never judge someone by their appearance. The person you look down on today might be signing your paycheck tomorrow. Respect should never be selective, and power, when used right, can bring justice where silence once reigned. If you enjoyed this story and found it thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Take care.